everyone, my name is Sarah Leach, and today I'm going to be talking about my family. As much as I love my brother and my sister and my mom, today I'm going to be talking about my nuclear family, which consists of myself, my 5.5-year-old son, and my husband. So when I was 26, I had my son. He was a very easy baby and became a difficult toddler, to say the very least. At 27, I became a single mom, and I will spare you all those boring details about how one becomes a single mom, but it was very hard. It consisted, so my son, we ended up getting him an ASD2 diagnosis. That was not until much later. Those wait lists are very long, but we suspected things as early as 18 months. We got into speech therapy, occupational therapy, developmental therapy, all of the things through early intervention. So it was a lot of doctor's appointments, a lot of therapies. I was working as a single mom to support us. He also slept like a newborn for 2.5 years. And for those of you who don't know, a newborn wakes up about every 2 or 3 hours. And they sometimes stay awake in the middle of the night for hours on end. So it was very, very difficult. There is a reason that they use sleep deprivation as a torture technique. And there were a lot of days and nights that I thought I just wouldn't be able to pull through. I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Through all the doctor's appointments and everything like that, we ended up seeing an ENT. He had a lot of ear infections, and they discovered he had sleep apnea as well, contributing to his sleeping issues. So we got tubes in his ears, and he got his adenoid glands removed. That was in March of 2023, and shortly afterwards, just a month or so afterwards, he started sleeping for longer stretches. Things were seeming to get a little bit better. He was still nonverbal at this point. He did not have his diagnosis, but he was completely nonverbal, very intelligent. He could spell things out for me on the fridge, but could not use his voice, his words. And about 2 months after his surgery, I met my now husband, Joe, and after the second date, I called my best friend and told her I was going to marry him. I just knew he was my person, he was my soulmate, he was my other half. And time went on, and we decided it was time for the two most important boys in my life to meet, my son and my now husband. And we played the, this is mom's friend. I wouldn't let Joe, my husband now, hold my hand and show affection or anything. He was just mom's friend. Because let's be honest, if my son didn't end up liking him, we would probably have to part ways. But things got so sweet from there. There was times that I would be looking at Joe and think he is more qualified to be a special needs parent than I am. Just the amount of patience he showed with him all of the time, day in and day out, never got upset, never raised his voice. And I mean, not to say I'm a fantastic mother. I know I'm a fantastic mother. Our house is covered in visual schedules and sensory objects and things like that. But the amount of patience and love that this man showed for my son just really put things into place. So now here we are, not even 3 years later, married, expecting our next baby, and to be able to, just in the matter of the last 4 minutes, be able to go from one of those hardest times in my life, those how am I going to get through it days and nights, to now see how still chaotic, but absolutely beautiful my life is with this family that I've created, not in your typical way, but everything definitely worked out how it's supposed to be. So that's all I have, and that's my family. Thank you.